What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about dedicated landing pages. More importantly, the importance of dedicated landing pages. A lot of people, when they run ads, they run to landing pages already. So many of you already know this, but there are still people out there who will run ads directly to their homepage of their website, where they won't go after specific conversion actions. And there's a problem with that. So I want to talk about the importance of dedicated landing pages today. The first of which is that landing pages are highly targeted. And if you think about it, when people see your ad, usually you're promoting one thing, right? You're not going to promote everything that you can do. I mean, for instance, at Youtech here, we offer a variety of different services. We're not going to get out there and put every single one of those services in an ad. First off, that would be a terrible ad. No one would ever read all that. And no one cares about every single thing that we have to offer for the most part. You want to target the correct people with your ad. We would want to target people who are looking for SEO with an SEO ad. Then we would send them to a page on our website that talked all about SEO. Highly targeted, all SEO. And the reason for that is to minimize distractions. If you send people to your homepage, our homepage has stuff about all the different kinds of services that we have to offer. And it's just not geared towards that one specific thing. So they might not find the information they're looking for. They might say, oh, these people, maybe they're not really specialized in SEO, and that's what I really wanted. So I'm not really going to go with them. So that's one thing. Make sure you're highly targeted. And then minimize distractions on the page. I mean, once people are there, you don't want them clicking and going around to other sections of the site and getting lost and not being able to come back. So oftentimes it's a good move to remove the nav bar in your website as well. Something else to think about, some sites they keep that on, some sites they minimize it. It kind of depends on what you're selling. I've seen it go both ways. I've seen it be really, really beneficial both ways, depending on how much information is needed, if you could really get that all into one page or not. But generally speaking, minimizing those distractions is the way to go. After that, you want to have a very, very clear call to action on your landing page. And landing pages generally have this. So that's where the importance of landing pages come in, is they're all centered around that clear call to action, that one thing that you want the user to do when they click on your ad. What is it that you want them to do? That's what the entire page is about, trying to persuade them to do that one thing. With marketing and sales, I mean, that's really all it is, right? Of course, with your ads, you're going to have multiple objectives. It's not always going to be centered around one thing, but you need to get rid of all those secondary concerns that you have, and you need to just focus on what the primary thing is that you want those people to do and focus very specifically on that, and that's going to make your landing page incredibly important to your success. Home pages, they don't really have that because they're not targeted, right? After that, you want to have just enough targeted information. You're not going to want to go into it and just put every single little thing you have, your entire brand story, all that, because again, then you're moving away from being targeted. So landing pages, that dedicated landing page, generally speaking, does not have that. And again, that increases the importance of it. Quick load times. I can't tell you how many times we've come across sites that are just too slow, even in my own personal use. Let's say I come across an Instagram ad for some shoes that I think look awesome. And I do purchase shoes on Instagram. I'm actually wearing some right now. But page load times, it's so important to me. If I click on that ad and your page doesn't load right away, I'm going to go back to Instagram. Instagram's kind of cool, and it's a lot better than sitting here looking at this blank screen about this ad that you showed me that I'm sort of interested in. It got me to click, but I'm not that invested, so I'm not going to wait around longer than 3-4 seconds for your page to load. So make sure you're focusing on those quick load times with it. You're going to also want to establish credibility too. So this is something that I see a lot of brands miss out on. They have their landing page, minimal info on the left side, form on the right, and they're like, why am I not getting any conversions? My page is highly targeted. It's got everything. Number one, that might not have enough information depending on the product and what it is that you're selling or the service. But how have you established credibility? Have 8,000 other people purchased from you? Do you have testimonials? Have you been featured in publications, magazines? Have you won any awards? Are you certified? Those are the kind of things you're going to want to put on your landing page. And last but not least, this is sort of a bonus, A/B test. A/B test with your landing pages. I mean, if you just stick one page up there and you just run everything to it, I mean, it's great if it's performing well for you, but you don't know if it can be performing better. And you need to go in and take the opportunity to find out what the optimal landing page is for you. So test different things, change the layout of the page a little bit, change the words that you're using, the keywords in specific places, change the color of a button on the page. Those are all different things you can do. Use some different images. You can do all these different things and test them out, one versus the other, or have a control and do some multivariate testing. That's going to help you improve your conversion rates in the long run, and really that's where the secret sauce is when it comes to PPC and advertising. It's in the people who know how to continue making those adjustments over time, testing, experimenting. Those are the people who do better in the long run than the people who just set it and forget it. So it's one thing to come in and set up your ads. Sure, you can set them up great from the onset, but over time, you're not really going to get better unless you're working at it consistently. So dedicated landing pages are important. You need to make sure that when you're doing them, they're highly targeted, you're minimizing distractions, you've got a clear CTA, you've got just enough targeted information, enough for someone to make a purchasing decision, quick load times, things that establish credibility or social proof, you might want to say, on your site, and then make sure you're A/B testing in the long run. And that's going to be great. Dedicated landing pages are the way to go. Please don't send people to your homepage. Please don't do it. Please. Thank you. Happy Wednesday.